Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I thought I would sit down and do another video for you guys and gals. Let me get a sip of my water first. My radio voice going on. Let's talk about this. All right, I want my channel to be a voice of sanity when it comes to nutrition. Here's what I'm going to say. Any extreme diet is probably not optimal. Healthy, balanced diets are optimal. They're optimal. And I can define for you guys what a healthy, balanced diet is. And again, I don't think people need extremes. All right, healthy, balanced diets are mostly comprised of healthy foods, and I'll explain what I mean by that, and low and unhealthy foods. They meet your needs for your individual goals. And I'm going to, generally when we're talking a balanced diet, I'm going to assume that you are lifting and exercising. Because if you're not, then you don't care about your health anyway, so quit worrying about it. Anyone who's serious about their health is going to be having a resistance training program. They're going to care about their muscle mass. They're going to be exercising. Full stop. So in that context, what I'm generally going to say, your diet should be largely whole foods, plant-based. Now, people hear that and they think I'm telling them to be vegan. No, 20% of your diet is from animal products. And 80% of it is plant-based, and you're eating mostly whole foods across the board. You're in that category. And in fact, that allows you an enormous amount of protein. Because that's the main reason we are eating animal products is the high bioavailable protein. We need to be clear on that. The fats are generally not useful to you other than maybe omega-3. Some animal source omega-3s can be beneficial. There's no health benefit or reason for you to consume other animal fats. They're generally worse for you than most other forms of calories until you start getting into really refined stuff. And that's just the facts. And I'm not saying you can't have them in moderation. Again, the key. Moderation, still fine. Okay. 10 grams of saturated fat a day is probably not going to hurt you. Probably not. Now unless you have certain medical conditions, and even that can be a problem. If you have very advanced atherosclerosis, you're looking at possibly having to get a bypass level, yeah, you may want to even trim that 10 grams out. It might be a good idea at that point. Just calling it like it is. Your cardiologist would probably agree. So what I'm telling people is, so for example, if you're lifting, almost none of you need over 200 grams of protein a day, so just stop that, unless you are specifically protein overfeeding. So even if you're trying to get 150 grams of protein, let's say you're a 200-pound athletic male, okay, and you want to get, say, 150 grams of it from animal products. That's only 600 calories. See where we're going with that 20% number? You're probably burning over 3,000 calories. I burn 4,000 calories a day. At the age of 47, weighing 220, I burn 4,000 calories a day. You see the math on that? 600 calories of animal protein out of 4,000? That's pretty low on the list of calories. So I'm just giving that as an example. Because what do we need for maximum muscle growth? 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight. Study after study has confirmed this, even in advanced lifters, competitive bodybuilders, competitive powerlifters, everyone else. For my weight, that's 150 grams. This is not hard to get. All right. Whole foods means generally minimally processed, heavily based on plants. So what am I telling you to eat? Eat grains, eat fruits, eat vegetables, eat tubers, legumes. Like these are your healthy foods. Now, if you tolerate dairy is fine. But I would say people who don't with the lactose, and even if we talk about fat intake, we live in a world where it's easy to get milk that is lactose-free and fat-free. Get all the benefits of the milk. All that high-quality protein, calcium, magnesium, B12. Hopefully those are the reasons you're consuming it. So this stuff is pretty straightforward. And what would I say should be your priorities? Keep your fat pretty low. Keep your animal fats very low. The exception might be fish. Again, salmon and mackerel, probably pretty good for you, even though they have a higher fat content, just because of the EPA and DHA. So those things are fine. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying not to be extreme or dogmatic here. Things like red meat should be eaten sparingly and eat the leaner cuts. Right? This is pretty straightforward. As far as food, those are things you should moderate. Refined sugar should be moderated. I would go so far as to say on a healthy, balanced diet, you don't need to be adding refined sugars. People say, well, a balanced diet is flexible dieting. No, I don't think that's balanced at all. You're trying to balance a healthy diet with living in a society with an absurdly ridiculous, unhealthy diet. And you're trying to work some of it in. And that is not balance. I'm sorry, that's not. That's trying to balance being healthy with still being part of certain social functions in an unhealthy society. Okay, right off the top of the list. Let's just be honest. There's no purpose for you to eat those. Now, I don't like daily, let's allow 20% of our calories from junk food. No, I don't think that's a good idea. That's not a balanced, healthy diet. To me, that is extreme. It's saying, hey, we have to have this junk to be happy. Well, I don't know about that. I don't think you have evidence of that at all. I think that is a dogmatic, strange concept that this particular fad diet group, it originally was evidence-based, has come up with. I think cheat meals on occasion are fine, as long as it's consistent and not often. Like, look, if you have it, well, every Friday night I need a cheat meal, and if you're eating all the clean, healthy food the rest of the week, I don't think that's a problem. So a balanced diet would generally be high in carbohydrates, not refined sugars, right? Most of it coming from grains, tubers, fruits. Would be high in vegetables, possibly high in fruits. Okay. Pretty reasonably high in lean proteins. But again, if you're really active, again, we start doing the calculations on the protein needs, your carb needs are way going to outshadow them in terms of your calorie needs over time. And humans thrive on a high carb diet. That is how we are built. Our athletes thrive on it best. Our health thrives best on it. So high carb, high lean proteins, plenty of fruits and vegetables, lots of fiber, keeping fat on the lower end, and the fats that you eat should generally be healthy fats, omega-3, omega-6. Okay, that is a balanced, healthy diet. And anyone who says, well, that doesn't build jacked people, yes, it does. It built bodybuilders for decades. The traditional chicken, broccoli, and rice type diets fit the bill. Okay, they fit the bill. And as long as, again, you're getting sufficient lean protein, and I don't care whether you're getting a lot of it plant-based, I don't care if you're getting a lot of it animal-based. If it's animal-based, you probably have a lower threshold. If you're consuming whey protein, which has an absurd bioavailability, your total protein needs are probably a little lower overall for maximizing muscle growth even. Just facts. Okay? That is a healthy, balanced diet, and where you have sufficient calories to meet your current needs for weight maintenance, weight gain, or weight loss. Okay? Pretty straightforward. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys and gals next time.